Hi guys, thanks for joining Naija Watch on this wonderful and educative video. We Naija Watch are here to entertain you with varieties of amazing and top-notch videos. We live stream daily just to make sure your screen is being entertained with amazing videos. So please do endeavor to subscribe to our YouTube channel and also click to the notification button so you will always be notified whenever we are going live. Thank you.
What is the reason why everybody say we have to strive, to move forward, to do everything, our possible best, our heart, our strength, the love, to concentrate on moving the nation forward, fight for the nation, die for the nation, create an environment that is very conducive for everybody in the nation, so that the labor of our hero will not die in vain. Who are the heroes? What did they do in Nigeria? Let me just start telling you about Macaulay. Even Usman Afodo, who was not a Nigerian they all complain one way or the other. Okay. Bafemi Awolowo, Nadia Azikiwe, Anthony Enaro, Okotiebo, even Akintola, this man, the prime minister for Northern Region, what's his name? I've forgotten his name again, you know. These are the people, even Odumegu Ojukwu, all the first military officials who came, were on board in 60s. Before 60s, even Oba Kenzwa, Oni of Ife those days, Sokoto, those men, all of them who came together and bring Nigeria to that form it was. Though you don't expect them to be perfect in anything they were doing at that time, there were a lot of mistakes they made. Now, why am I saying that I'm so disappointed, so down? I'm unable to say anything up to now, irrespective of what is going on in Nigeria. But I just want to take us back to certain things concerning this gentleman that we lost, and 10 other officials that we lost. There are 11. First of all, I want to quickly condemn those rumors that was flying in Facebook, that somebody said he saw two things like a bird, they shoot out of the plane, and they were coming down with parachute. Where are those people? Nothing like that, my brother. If you see, either you smoke Morocco or you drink. 11 of them were on board. They died. All of them died. Nigeria is using our outdated jets to fly in Nigeria or airplane. They are all outdated. If you see them, I will show you some of the jets just now. The Nigeria don't get even F-16. They don't get F-15. They don't get latest jet in Nigeria. Even latest airplane they can carry. The one they buy many years ago. Now we see they used tomorrow. You see, the reason why I'm saying this, first of all, let us go back to history. I want us to go back to history because something happened when I was a young man or a young boy. I was living. I told you all guys, you know that I live in Usele before I came to Europe. You know, there was a captain, a Benin captain. I've forgotten his name now. I tried to remember. I've forgotten his name. The wife was a nurse. They were living very close to us. They were living on Benson. We were living the other street, the street which was somebody now known out of Lane later on. This man was a very young man. He has a 504 that time. Normally, he was based in Aunchi, the barrack in Aunchi side, Akoko side, you know. The Hercules plane, I remember Hercules plane when Nigerians, all lieutenant colonels, those who were about to reach to the highest rank, more than close to 100 were all sapanas a little bit in that flight. They all perish. Okay. My message is this. We've witnessed military men plane crash, not on battle, not be helicopter. Not be saying helicopter, they go far distance. But this is a military jet that's supposed to have even moved from one continent to another. Can just be, because within a state, it will just crash. We'll be hearing these things for a very long time. And nobody from the Nigerian army or nobody from the Nigerian government have come up one day and tell us this is the cause of the crash. This is what led to it. This is why this was not done. This is what was not done. This is why it crashed. Thank you very much, my beloved sister. God bless you. Our wife, Momo, God will bless you. You see, I begin to imagine. I say, look, let me go back to history. Because, as I said before, Nigerian army, oh God, this is my phone. I was so bad at that one. Nigerian army Who died? Just 2 minutes. Who died? On plane crash. Plane crash. Don't want to just go there. Don't want to confess with me. I know when I say I plan on a plane crash. Since 1980s. 80s. Let me just use that. 80s. Let me see. Let's see. Okay. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about 80s. I just want to take your mind back. They are not very okay. Nigeria code 50 air misleading 81 years. Okay. 50. Now 50 don't happen since how do I call it now? Since 81 years. That's from the beginning of the oldest Nigerian Army chief. 10 others died. I'm talking about that. Let's talk about the 10 others died. No, what? Give me the record. You know. It's okay. How many plane crashes happened in an Echo? Okay. We've got about 193 victims. Okay. In Nigeria. My problem now is that how come? Because these things happen in Nigeria every day. And we don't get the result. We don't get the cause. We don't know why. We don't know how to prevent it. In short, Nigerian government has not bought a personal jet or Air Force jet or plane or helicopter since 1980. The one they ordered that day has not yet arrived. Believe me honestly, it has not yet arrived. The one they seized in the airport during Goodluck era was 2 helicopter fighter, just sophisticated as the one they used in Egypt. Was not ordered by the Nigerian government. Up to today, we did not hear he cannot can the fly that helicopter. We don't know who ordered helicopter. We don't know who brought Nigeria. What they want to do for Nigeria. But the Nigerian government has not been able to open. You see, all these blames we are putting on head on Buhari, well, because that one is just there, not the talk. No, not the talk. Now be blame. Let's call a spade a spade. The lack of hauling the Nigerian army equipment, airplane, guns, sophisticated weapons we need, softwares, everything stopped since 1980. OBJ is Amongo who is 40. Yar'Adua was 40. This man was 40. Goodluck was 40. And Buhari has continued also to be 40. The only 2 presidents so far that has increased a little bit as they divide the money and they allocate millions, they share millions too. Now Goodluck and Buhari, now they even uplift. Goodluck buy one old ship when America leave for many years ago. He equipped the military a little bit, you understand? But recently, Buhari still do some of them. But what we are saying is that the problem we are facing today in Nigeria today did not start today. It is negligent of everybody's duty in the nation. People who to talk will not talk because they give you share. People who are supposed to have bought this software and everything, they didn't buy, they used to enrich themselves. And now we are facing the consequences. Briefly, this is the first chief of staff that I've seen that I've always go to the war front, encourage the army, do a lot of things with the army, give them morale. I want to play some few records for you, and I'll go back to that our young flight lieutenant, the young one that just married some months ago. He married some months ago. He was born in 1998. I was already in Europe. I should believe so. The man that just wasted his life. The other one was born in 1985. I probably should be the oldest. He was born in 1966. 66, 50. He's just 55 years of age. Ended his life 55 years just because of the love for the nation. And I also saw some write-up in Facebook. Some people said Buhari took 2 presidential jets to France. And so, what has that got to do? What has that got to do with the flight they used in Kaduna? The military has their own space. In short, the president in America uses the military jets and military helicopters to fly from one place onto the other. It should be the one with a secure plane. Because this is what they use in combat for emergency and stuff like that. Those kind of planes will be updated, have to be serviced, have to be read assured that the plane will move from one place or the other. They were even going on their uniform, so they were not on the merriment show. He was invited as an official at the Ministry of Staff, Chief of Staff of Army. So let nobody start wrapping their mouth up and down in Facebook, saying bad things about the man or whatever that the Buhari did. No, forget about Buhari for this matter. The fuck up, we know. A military man does not need the presidential jet to travel to Kaduna. He needed just a simple airplane that can carry not up to more than 20 persons. The flight that just about 45 minutes or 35 minutes drive or fly. Person just lost in life like that. This is when this guy went to meet them in Bono, I think in Maduguri, for the first time. Listen. Listen. This is Ataru.
You get to meet you, and you get to know me as well.
He's the one speaking.
The essence of this visit is operational. The idea is to motivate you. In the last few days, we have had attacks in your area of responsibility. It is now high time we get back and fight through and support our forces ahead of you. Areas around Marte, Chukungudu,
Oh, Mahmoud is calling me this place again. Please don't be annoyed, please.
And the next 48 hours, you'll be rest assured of all the support required in this very onerous task.
This is morale building for the army.
I've just spoken to your theater commander, general officer commanding. You cannot let this nation down. You must go there and do the needful, and I will be right behind you. Having said that, be rest assured of all the support required. I will ensure you do your job and do your job well. They have presented certain issues that came up.
Go ahead.
Honesty of soldiers, sooner rather than later, we will address. Where there are no adequate A and B vehicles, we will provide. With those few remarks, I wish you well on the operation, and I know the morale remains high.
This was just briefly when he went to meet them up, when they attacked the barrack, the camping of the military, I think in Benue, in Bono, I believe so. When he went there to stay with them. He flies every day to that zone, to the war zone in Nigeria. Because seeing a chief of army staff in your barrack or in your unit, it gives you morale. If you watch carefully what he was saying there, he said they had some stories of what happened. Those are the pictures on the Facebook we see every time. Soldiers will be sleeping outside with mattress, soldiers will not have food to eat. He said those issues will be addressed. The only thing I see one sensible person wrote in Facebook was that the day eliminated this guy because he was about to end Boko Haram issue in Nigeria. This is a big question, $1 million question that Nigerians has to answer. Why now? Because it's barely not up to 2 months he came to the power. Things have begun to change for good in the Nigerian army who are fighting Boko Haram. Okay, you heard what he said. 2 persons that I'm going to show here today that pains me most, that I felt tears. That flight lieutenant I told you was one of the youngest that died in the crash. Yes, he was the youngest. I think he or the other guy was born in 1998, and the other one was born in the year 1985. Okay, so sad. I want to show you when he did his marriage some months ago. That's the Yoruba flight lieutenant who flew the plane. One of the just say the plane say parachute can go up, it come out. This was when this guy was enjoying his marriage. He did. Nigerians, you see how young that guy is, dancing all his life the other day, and he has got a new couple to start a new life. So that's why I play the national anthem. These are the real Nigerians who believe in the cause of Nigeria. But those who live in the office, they don't even know what is going on over there in the issue that Nigeria is facing. So when I start seeing people start rubbing their mouth anyhow, sometimes on Facebook. I feel sorry for them. I feel disappointed. This is not about agitation now. This is not about Oduduwa or Arewa or Biafra or those who want to sustain as Midwestern Republic or Benin Republic. No. Or Middle Belt Republic. No. This is about issue at stake now. We remain one country until we are divided. At the level you said, you will not say because you are going out of this house today, you are tapping to your house next month, then you will not sweep the compound that you rented the house from. The day you leave that house there, you must try to maintain that house till the last day you are living. There's a saying that in Italy here that la conoscenza dobbiamo aprire il buco di conoscenza più grande, più largo. That is the whole of contacts. People contact. You don't close it because you got one contact. You try to open it, expand it more in case of next time. So people who say things they feel out of ignorance, out of annoyance, we justify issues according to what happened in the issue. Because I was to come here today to talk about the part 2 of that Fulani man who came out to say he's a minister for justice, who came out, I was telling you, comparing. He didn't mention it. We all know, we define it. I was the first person to say it here the other day, 3-4 days ago, that he was a friend to the Igbos. And go and see what Sam, the lawyer from Edo State, they wrote articles, more than 32 articles. People have been writing about it. Exactly what I said. Me that is not even in Nigeria, who doesn't even know the politics they know that he was referring to the Igbos. You can imagine the situation we are in Nigeria now. Igbo, they call him Igbo, the Sunday Igbo, he went to Akure yesterday. You see the masses of people that is following that guy, moving up and down. So anybody trying to create issues within ourselves, we should face the reality. A nation called Nigeria will not exist after 2023 if issues are not addressed now. Today I'm not going to shout, I'm not going to go too fast so that people really get the story very clear. So anybody that said it isn't felt bad for what happened to these guys today, you should know it's not a human being. My prayers goes to their family. May their gentle soul rest in peace. I don't know whether they deserve it or not, but at least that is what I know people say to people who you don't speak of the dead bad, no matter how they are. The same thing I did for Abacha when I had a daddy when I was here in Italy here. You understand? So my point is very clear that let the prominent Nigerians, let international commissions, international agency ask Buhari, where did he kill these people? Why did the plane crash? We've had more than 50 of these cases in Nigeria. There are similar ones you don't even hear about. Similar ones. The other day, they said the jet thought that it was enemies. People that called for backup, they attacked their van. Some of them run along the road. Some of them run into the bush to go and hide out. The jets went and bombarded, and we were told majority of them, or 95% of them, were from the east. Okay, but I'm not creating or insinuating ethnicity in this issue. You understand? So my point is very clear. I just want to beg everybody once more again. Let's be in a moment of reflection, a sober reflection for everybody. Because these people, you can imagine that girl was dancing in the marriage some months ago with her husband. Telling her, hello, my dear, I'm flying the chief of army staff to Kaduna. I'll be coming back very soon. Somebody is calling us. Wow, good evening, my brother. Hey, good evening. Yeah.
Good evening. Great.
I've seen this. Yeah.
Guys, I'm watching your program right now.
Yeah, I saw your picture before.
No one thing, okay. No one thing I see in this Nigeria issue. You see, for me, I know this death of this CEO something like that, the chief of army staff. It's a painful thing to Nigeria. It's a very painful thing because the man, if you look at when the man talked, the first time he went to that this thing, when he talked, you see the zeal in him. You see people in him. People lay their life for that country. That's why if you see some people telling you that country will never, they don't want that country to divide. I know the pain because they know the pain they fight to keep that country united. For me, I'm talking when me guana, me ma on guy. I want everybody. That is the strength of that country.
Yes.
America have the strength today in that population and that mass this thing. That is why America can control. You cannot use 4 million or 10 million to come and control Africa. You know fit now.
That's true.
You know fit.
That's true.
You know fit. For Nigeria to stand, you need to unite and carry everybody along, not the one that they do so. Carry everybody along. Your intelligence need to play.
This is the area
all these soldiers when they die, all these soldiers when they die, so we need to have, no matter wherever, no matter the country is not good, but we need to say have sympathy because they are fighting for our own protection.
Thank you very much.
They leave their family for our own protection. Yep. They leave their beautiful wife for our own protection. They leave their lovely mother for our own protection. This is not the time we continue to say, hey, because he said over his dead body to see Brafa, or over his dead body to see Oduduwa. Yes, because this is a patriotic human being to be together. It's just like somebody telling you, Baba Wune, Baba Wune mami when Negbena to Zara. We stand over his dead body Negbena Zara, like for this family to scatter. That is what that is the love.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you very much.
We need to take. We need to. He's never saying because he hates people or he hates it. No. He said because of the love he has in that country. Now the death came. We need to sympathize with his children.
Thank you very much, my brother.
Sympathize with his own family. That is it.
Thank you,
That is it, my brother. No problem.
All right. Me that is speaking today, my immediate senior brother, the same father, not the same mother, is serving as I'm talking to you now. He was in Liberia. He was in Ekomog for years. There was a time we didn't see him for 7 years in Nigeria, in Benin. You understand? So I know what it means to be in the military. As I said before, in as far as we are one country, up to now, we must at least have that human sympathy for them. Because they are the people who is really getting the pains from us. You can imagine, I came across some group of military, some young, looking at their faces, those guys are not even up to, they shouldn't be up to 30 years of it. What is 30 years? Listen, I know people have seen it before anyway, but it's just to get you a reminder. Check the face of these guys. Most of you watching me today now have kids that are bigger than them in age, older than them in age. Watch out how they were boasting themselves with morale. When you look at it, they were living in a tent, and that tent there, I don't even think there was a bed inside. This was the best tent I ever saw Nigerian army spread or did for army. See that guy say my name is Soldier. I'm from Nigeria. At the end of the day, even when he was not so satisfied with what they were giving to them, he said, may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Believe me honestly, my fellow brothers, sometimes I support the agitation. Not sometimes, I do support it when it comes to the worst. I've only been saying it. I said there's a parable in Benin that the Igbos or the Oduduwa or the Arewa should not look at the issue of Nigeria that they are the one that is most ready for succession. There are nations, there are little tribes that are more prepared than them without making noise. In another way around, we said, Omunu or Tivaino. People who has wide mouth, who talks a lot, are the one that called for food for those gluttons. For gluttons. I will explain details to you. You understand now? When you are in a public gathering, they are cooking in the kitchen probably. People went to a place together with other persons, you know. When you come back, everybody is hungry, right? But there will be one particular man there or particular girl there or boy there that will say, hey, I want that, I'm hungry, the people food never ready. You got to go kitchen up and down. You got to hold it and those go when they be discovered for the come fast, quick, prepare the food down. But when the food is not being shared in the table, those guys, when you not talk, when you not argue for the food, when you not ask for food, they will finish up to 1 kilo. This man, when they talk so, now so what I got to drink for only 2 eba or some more when we put for mat. Now they me say, oh no, or tea, I don't let go. Person when get mat, now they call for gluttons. When we say, oh man, go, now glutton. I mean. Okay, so This is the situation we find ourselves in Nigeria. I will reflect back again to that man statement. So when you start seeing that two categories of Nigerians with the CEO, those when no one make we separate, may they continue to siphon and use the system to oppress the poor are one. And those of them too who don't want us to separate, because what brings us together is more bigger than what will separate us. Why are we separating? Let's call a spade, because some group of persons are not being carried along. There's no equal share of the national cake. If you want to get promotion in the army, you must be a Hausa name or a Fulani name, or at least you must have somebody who is pushing forward. When I read the history of that guy who was born in 1975, who is now a brigadier general, it's strange. For a boy born in 1975 to become a brigadier general is strange, because I have a classmate who is a brigadier general, who's a general now, I guess so. He entered the NDA in 1986. Even before Ataru. Believe me, he was a Benin man. But up to today, I think I was told he was promoted to general just last year, the last 2 years. Okay, I was told he's in the commandant in Aunchi area that side, the barrack in Aunchi area that side. So 175, see the rapid promotions. School, course. Any course you go, they give a rank. Any course you go, give a rank. Before you know what's happen, within the period of 15 years, you become a brigadier general. Let's put that aside. We all know how it plays in Nigeria. But if the government can open their ears, let us all of us come to one table and say, look, let's do some restructuring. When they were speaking the grammar that they say Nigeria don't need restructuring, we need it. We need it. Because I've always been saying that the population will get for Nigeria. Now people, they fear us for Nigeria. Now they call us giant of Africa. Not because we have the best ammunition in the world. Not because we have the best military in the world. Not because we have the best governors in the world. Not because we have the best amenities in the world. Not because we have the best infrastructures in the world. Not even because we have the best hospitals. When I say infrastructures or amenities, I'm talking about everything that makes life more easy for persons. Do you know why soldiers always go mad sometimes when they see you disrespect you disrespect them? Because of the hardship. In short, when you see a soldier man in Italy here, he's more quiet than a snail. You know, with snail, if you touch people, you can just go inside. What? That's what soldier be for you. They buy their ticket for 3 tickets. They will stay queue with you. In short, they will even give them discount. Tell them about 20% discount. If they are on uniform, they pay 20% discount on that train. We showing the ID card. They will slot the ID card inside. The thing will by themselves reduce the price for them because of their serving the nation. And no Italian man will be sent to war and lack money or lack food, lack accommodation, lack anything at all. So when you see what this will pass through, you will realize that the Nigerian army needs to be, when we finish restructuring the nation, they need to restructure the 4 arms of armed forces we have in Nigeria. You can imagine the Giant of Africa. This is the first time we're buying a warship that can shoot. Nigeria not bought before. He came last 2 months here, and I cannot come. After 60-something years of independence. You can imagine the backwardness of that nation. And yet inside that backwardness, they will still embezzle money. If a nation that people does not have light in this century we are today now, anybody that's expecting us to have a constant light in Nigeria, if you know you are above 60 years, that you think you will witness constant light in Nigeria before you die, you know you are going to last for 90 years to 90 years. Your light issue will not be resolved in 10 years in Nigeria. Okay, when these people came, they preached about it. When Goodluck was coming, he preached about it. OBJ was coming, he preached about it. We are going to 22 years in democracy. For you back, let me talk. I supposed to have. Let me tell you, I'm on live. So this is the reason why I said I will want to be very, very. Let me see. Let me tell you, I'll call her back. I'm on live. I would like to call her back. Hold on. She called me just now. Okay. Just 2 minutes, please, and let me write her. I will call you back on live. So, as I was saying, we all have our differences, but we need to take our own sense till they realize. everything. Now, the reason why Nigeria not office settled to tomorrow be say people who have interest in their own personal interest is the problem. That Malami too is just 54 years of age. 54 years of age, he was appointed, he became a son. Those days, Rotimi Williams, Gani Fayemi struggled for years before he becomes a son in Nigeria. But these days, when you can give the Supreme Court justice to a man that did not graduate in law, but who read Sharia law, you should know what we're talking about. So, Attorney General of a nation who's supposed to be no partisan said 17 governors sat down in their territory and said, look, we don't want Opu Gracie. They did not say Hausa should not come to Nigeria. They did not say Hausa should not come to any place in the south or west or whatever. But they said they banned Opu Gracie. It becomes a problem for them in Nigeria. But I don't know why we keep quiet. Because most of you who are so learned in the US, Nigerians who have entered a very long procedures in US history. We were having a right the other day to make signature, to look into for the repatriation of the money of Ibori, and to look into the inquiry of Sarasoke. Why we not still create platform? I'm not so good in internet. Why we not create platform to sign up online, make the British government sanction all the politicians from coming to abroad, anywhere abroad, even in the US. More help us build up site like that to sign up because I know something do one. I don't lie you. So that they will see whether we know official about 5 million Nigerians not official now. Within a month. Then we una go tell us no could broadcast for una. Educate people on how to go online to sign for it. And submit the petition. What do not they wait? Because we don't have to spend 3 years for this country, the way that country be so. 3 years. Look at our sister in Norway. Yes, today, when the organization organized a diabetes test in Oka area and hypertension, giving free drugs. I mean, you know. See how people crowded in that place there. These are just few Nigerians, few Edo people in Norway. So when I heard this story, I said, look, no, my sister, look, anytime, any day, people have anything like that, give it to us. We will publish it for you. So let those Nigerians who are capable, who are very good, instead of you carrying it to put in browser for my chest, for Facebook, use that technology. They create platform. Make we decide petition against the government. Make we ban politicians from coming to our place for treatment. Make we ban them for taking their children to go to school in overseas. You know, they attack me. People are very good in graphic arts about saga. But you know the Mumu, all of them are Mumu. Because we don't know anything. If you ask most of these presenters now on Facebook, say what happened in Nigeria the first day, they don't even know it's a town. They don't even know anything about Nigeria. All their own now useless issues. This one chop this one money, this one give this one belly, this one go commit adultery, this one do this one. This is what they say, this is what give them money. And the 80% of illiterate that live in Italy here or Europe here will start focusing their eyes on that place there. How many of us watching here now? Less than 50. You know why? Because they can't follow up what we are saying. Because the issue that is going on here today now, they don't feel that they have direct contact with it. They don't feel that it has anything to do with it at all. In as far as they can send 50 or 100 euros to their mother to buy yam everything, put powder for neck here like this, go meet it, go spray with their 30 naira. To them, life is ended. And they make foundation, they build face-to-face house or 2 flat, put their mama for one side, put 10 for the other side, say, don't build house. I get 2 flats. I get to realize that sometimes when people start shouting saying get house, now I can separate and say house and home are 2 different things entirely. And the fact is that anybody who have kids here, you don't born 5 children here, 4 children here, 3 children, they are growing. And they've never one day cry say let's go back to Africa. You should know they are not going back there any longer. Even yourself, you know if you go there. All of us that is living in this place here, when we're living in Nigeria, we give ourselves 2 years, 1 year, 6 months to go back to Nigeria. But if Nigeria has remained secured, more secure the way it was when we left, we would have liked to go back home. But because you hear different news every day. What happened in I think it should be Enugu, one of these eastern states, a few days ago. 3 persons they catch, I mean, whether they be kidnapped or they be armed, but I don't know. They use a captive on their head. They beat them. They didn't show them, but they burned those 3 boys alive. And the next day, Fulani people were caught in a bus with more than 7 AK-75, with rifles, with bullets, everything. They gathered the dead. They said that nobody fit slap one single one of them. I wrote there in my WhatsApp, Mumu, una carry Igbo, fellow Igbo like una. A day ago, una burned the arches. Una carry Fulani with the AK-75. When one go kidnap for that bush. With telephones and cards, when they see what they have, they couldn't do anything. That is the Nigeria we are. We are not cursed. You see, nobody curse anybody. Nigeria is one of the most blessed nations in the world. So if we are just like people who is inside the river and it soak the entire eye. It is not, it is just a thing that I cannot, it's just like every past government are better than the one that is coming in now. What market? This is how Nigeria look at it. I give you instance like a Bende State. When Abuzali was there, let's assume one thing. Bermuda was there during the military. Let me minus him. Abuzali was there. When I use British strip and say, hey, things to deal, see to deal, he come out. When I vote in Bermuda, military could move on. We will go enter. Now say no good. Benedio enter. Now say no good. Osumbo enter. Now they push. Osumbo enter. Now clap for her. At the end, I say no good. Basaki now say no good. So. Because if you don't inhale the system, no government can do magic. Because people are not, I see people clamoring say, now like as we need be so down. I was surprised one day somebody brought out go to show me ROCC junction for Saple Road. Say erosion did the license to there erosion start for Saple Road. Erosion started in Saple Road. Let me just make you remember now. No, you don't forget. I think erosion started in Saple Road precisely in 1999 or year 2000. Before that, I know erosion was Saple Road. In no day. How many houses there for all those area at that time before? Obe. I remember I have a land there in Obe. My father gave to me that time. He told me to come and build. I said that bush, I don't want to go there. But Obe now is a jar away. 150 by 100, you can buy for 2 million. You know where person go to look for land now? Proper research. Down. All these houses they are building in Nigeria without proper planning. They all carry bulldozer one street like this, quarter like this, they all sell them. Village go sell them. People start building, start facing their houses without studying the area, knowing where the erosion they go, where water they go, where water they go. At the end of the day, everybody fencing house around. Where water they go, no good gutter. Gutter when government go put for una will use corn, kada of corn, kada of yam. Some people even dey Nigeria there will not get toilet. Ogida, near them, papa, some houses in that area there has no toilets. They shit, they drop it along the roadside. There was a day I was moving in the Poto. I saw shit flowing in the gutter. You see, everybody has a role to play in governance. So you can say, which way Nigeria? Any little thing they blame the government, we know. But I've already been telling you here that is any nation that everybody is honest and patriotic, a bad leader cannot succeed 2 years in that government, in that power. When I too small, some of them are small when they watch me, so go and go read about Ferdinand Marcos for Philippines. When he wife get 5,000 pairs of shoes, maybe it was a starter move for Nigeria, Minister for Petroleum. Ferdinand Marcos' wife was having 5,000 1,000 pairs of shoes, all marker at that time. Forget about the gold. The Philippines went in the street with pot and pepper, fry pan, fork, everything. They all went to the street. More than 4 million. Check your Google. He ran away. Go and check all those bad leaders. The day the people will realize that they are no more enjoying the situation. Fella say, I don't want that. I don't want question. I don't want this. You go to suffer. They go. We're not going to look onto us. Oh, but if not, they were with so. You know they go concern you now. We are even more patriotic than you. Most of you who live in Nigeria, who fell because you fence your house around. You have your money. You get a petrol station. You get this one. When I was told and explained the Civil War mode, but I didn't see it well like that. It was like a flash when we were just little kids that time. But when I was explained to how people run away with their property. They will run with their property. Now race will not be raised. Now woman they use hand the whole breast. You go they use hand the whole breast. They go say, hey, you make your breast not come for that brand. When he raised be raised, dangerous race, you see that everybody will not look back. So it's hard time. I continue saying it. Nobody will tell me that we have mega churches in Nigeria. We have Mugu churches in Nigeria. Mugu churches leaders in Nigeria, not mega. It's Mugu. Because you cannot be commanding close to 1 million followers in a nation where everybody's in doom. 86% of people are under poverty. 55% of Nigerians live below $1 a day. Let me tell you one thing. Not every adult in Nigeria can have 500 naira in a day. We've seen a man, I think in a area, who wanted to kill somebody because of 1,500 naira. So that's to tell you that people are there in that country that cannot be able to afford 500 naira. A euro now is 57. €1. If I give my daughter €1, he go to look you boy, say because I don't far conquesto. What do you want to do? If you don't give her €5, she will say thank you. You know, you will only give her coins. Maybe you send her a message, you make coins for her €2, €1. You put her for a service. You know, you touch her, use her. Okay, today, money no day, but this girl has to be this period now. My daughter say, "I want to buy jeans." See me job, you need jeans. These girls when they grow up, so you need jeans. Those one they white for under like this. You go high, you go be high waist. Because this now gets the carry trouser go up. The least jeans when he managed buy was €30. Normally I don't buy her such jeans. If I want to buy jeans, I buy her jeans. But she couldn't stay. She went to these new stores. They have that in Italy. I bought a jeans of €30. He can't show it to me. Wow, I said beautiful. But if you convert €30, €10 is 5,700. €20. So €30 is close to more than 200,000. That money was given to her as gifts. People who come to my house sometimes they'll say, take this one, take buy sweet. I don't even know, I don't even want to say. This is not the pocket money she collects, but this is just dash. And she wanted to buy a new jeans to go to church tomorrow, just what she likes. So you can imagine the kind of lifestyle we are living here. And yet we are civil servants, the poorest class nowadays for this European. So make people they ramp their mouth, they say, "May I go be company for Nigeria." I don't know whether they say, "May I go carry drug" or "May I go thief." So every day I continue saying it that any man that works in Italy here and has a family here, his wife know they work, now they work, say, now they work, he get 3 or 4 children for this place here. When he go Nigeria with $10,000 in a year, you know, say a thief. Now thief. Let me talk on. If you don't say if you save $10,000 in a year, you know borrow money journal, come out. Except now shake it to the cook stew. You go shake it for Chinese in €5. You go full pot. Afuku. And you do the cook soup. You know the chop better food for house. And you know even your house alone, you rent room. Or you did very far village when you will trek 16 kilometers before you see Kota Road. Now since I don't see village for European. If you see where some Nigerians they live, you would not even want to live in it. If you would have come from Nigeria today would never live in that kind of house. Just to make in service. And when they carry the money to Nigeria to invest in that doomed area, they say that when they use our money, they spoil Nigeria and I make people not want to invest for Nigeria. Now lie. They're deaf, they're blind. They're not blind. How can a nation create a nation like that? We have oil, we have gas, and we don't have light. The country I'm living here now, Italy here. Now gas will tell they generate our light with dirty dustbin. Those of you who watch if you go to my program, you see Natural Gas Institute. When I went to course on that natural gas, sorry to use this vulgar word, the shit when we flush for toilet. Nah, I think they cook for my kitchen here. We call it methanol. Now I think they cook for my kitchen here. So it doesn't come from anywhere. When you flush your toilet inside the soaker way, there's a lot of heat. They will come and draw it and keep them in one concentrated vacuum, you know. The gas that is coming out from it is what we use to cook in Italy here. They will import gas from Algeria through the sea and Russia. That is why our light bill is very expensive, more than Germany and France. Because those people were using nuclear power. Italy disagreed with nuclear power in 1985. The plant is still there, very close to Geneva, close to France. So how much more country when you get gas by themselves? They cannot generate light for them. We get dams. We cannot generate light. We cannot distribute light in ourselves. In my eye, I show now here one day when NEPA go buy generator for that country. So please, let us not to drag these issues more than this. Let us call a spade a spade. Our gallant soldiers have sacrificed their life enough. Let the Nigerian government set up inquiry. If play no good, make una use cartel the waka. Let nobody die for that nation again. For those fools who are there in Aso Rock doing nothing. Don't even care about our soldiers, our army, and our police. A nation where a policeman buy uniform until you rise to the rank of ASP or inspector, government will give you clothes. Now you buy your clothes by yourself. You go there for roadblock, you see policeman will wear slippers. I was feeling tears today when I saw a policeman taking his rifle to weather. Made a weather for him. Rifle police. Did I stall it? Hold on. Me I show because I know the talk about not get evidence. Make I see whether I save him because the such thing is very annoying. You understand? So let me see if I can see that. If I can see the picture. I think I'm supposed to have stalled it so that you will know what I'm talking about. That thing shocked me. It shocked me. No, I don't stall him. You know, I don't stall him. Policeman carry AK-75. Go weather. In Holland. No glass protection for that. They wet the edge when it broke. How can you be sure that kind of gun will not have accidental discharge or will not incurred? That is, you know, block if there is shooter. This is the nation we are. And you go to one general house or one controller police house, you will get the sophisticated weapon inside the compound. When police when they outside, not get good gun to shoot for outside. You go see all of them will wear camouflage today. You go wear green tomorrow. You go wear ashness tomorrow. You go wear the remaining uniform blue, yeah, black. You wear black and black. All gated, but they go nowhere. You will get 16 uniforms. You know they go anywhere. But those who stay in roadblock, they're going to use hand, needle. Police go use needle to take the soap button for him cloth. Nigerians, you know the person when they sew the cloth when Carabineri they wear. Wanna hold on. The tailor when they sew the Carabineri cloth, not be just tailor. I know I call her tailor. None of you understand. None of you understand. Hold on. Italian Carabineri uniform. When are you hold on? Hold on. Echo. Images. Just hold on. Hold on. Because this is not that. This is not because I'm just saying it. Now, this maybe I don't tell it talk. Maybe decide. Make you open when I look uniform. I will show that the winter on. I will show that the summer on. The summer. China, I hope it's all Jordan Taylor. Italian. When I say that we get Taylor, but yet they go for the best. If you see their boots, every policeman in Italy, even local police, not be this one. We call them municipali. All of them have pistols of 12 rounds, body camera, and they have tear gas and have electric shock with a batting, all fixed to their body. If you see them, in short, the one they quench riot, he doesn't want to knock for your door. No person will tell you make you obey, make you respect yourself. But people will see our policeman go hold on, go grip him for shirt. You know why? Because he make one. Police when they sit down for espresso, they use bread, fold bread, they all the chop beans. I don't want to show picture here because they say we don't disgrace our country again, but enough is enough. Now hashtag for Nigeria. We try our best to rebrand that nation, but people still can't. The government will do there. So my message is very clear this evening. While we have sober reflections from our gallant men we lost and we have been losing, we call for every Nigerian to be ready. Open your eyes. Be ready. Because they can't do nothing. No, if you understand me. If Adeboye carry 500,000 come out, Kumu carry 500,000 come out, Ladipo carry 500,000 come out, that is 1.5. Then every other person in the state of Nigeria should try at least 25,000 people from each state, from every state, maybe will come in Eagle Square. How many police in Nigeria? Hold on. How many police in Nigeria? Population of policemen in Nigeria. More hold on. What are they fear? What are they fear for? They can't do nothing. More not hold on. No. What else? Population. Population of. Hold on. Nigerian police. Hold on. Wait, first, give me the number first. I don't want me to hear a story. Give me the number. Just 2 minutes, my brother. More than first, I beg. I did not give me the number and I die. Cavolo. I wanted to see. Hold on. Okay, news. Sorry. I did maps. More than first. Population of Nigerian and population of Nigerian police. The riot. Sorry. The ratio of police to population of Nigeria. Echo. Sorry. Ratio. Reform. No. What is the words one? I'm gonna give me better this thing. 2 minutes. I don't say we don't reach. You don't reach 800,000. Hold on. Nigeria. Okay. Nigeria police force population. Just 2 minutes, please. I just wanted to get the picture very clear. Die. Why are you not giving me? Please, if anybody remember again, I remember that Echo. The military imposed a block of the state which caused 500,000 to 2 million civilians to. No. Sorry. 2016. Hold on. Echo. I've seen it. No. Yes, it's about 700,000. But everything security will go for Nigeria, and Nigeria is almost about 200 million. So normally it is 4 policemen to every 100 persons in a country. Abi? Yeah, I guess so. United States standard, UN standard. But in Nigeria, we have 4 policemen to 2,000 Nigerian. You understand? So how, apart from that one, they don't even pay them regularly. If you see the barrack where Nigerian police sleep, you you go cry. You go say you not be Nigeria again. I don't know what they take on time till they check all those things. Me, they take my time. They check them every time. When I will check them, I will say, wow. Now, person this one. What is the problem in Nigeria? See, Nigerian police barrack. Police barrack. Just hold on. Echo. Oh no. More than invite people, may they come see this one. I beg. Just 2 minutes. Hold on. Just 2 minutes. More than hold on. It's very sounding. Hold on.
The Nigerian police cells can be. The reality is, right from the academy, the Nigerian police officer has known no better way to live.
It is hard to believe that the policemen
Listen.
that are not only the first line of defense but often the last line of defense to us as citizens
When I leave me, send me message, I beg.
are expected to thrive in an environment that is as challenging, and I choose my words carefully.
See, I see police force barrack.
Mayor Dormitory 10, one of those built by Nigeria's colonial masters in 1940,
Una hear?
Its windows and doors are damaged with no plans for any repairs. Meanwhile, the recruits will spend 13 months of their lives in here.
Una listen, eh? See police barrack.
Inside, it is hard to believe that a young man who signed up to serve man and country will end up in a hostel in the state.
See block, hollow block. Now see electricity. See.
Here, and the occupants point out blood stains from bedbug bites, but they're still the lucky few. At least their floor has been plastered. There are worse dormitories.
See person sleep for ground. Nigerians, you see her. See Jerry Khan.
The female hostels are no better.
See block. No, I don't show me. Get a shame.
To answering nature's call, here is the
Had a shame.
and this, the bathroom.
You understand? This is the situation we are. Oh God. See bedroom. See bedroom. See bedroom. See bedroom. Now see bedroom. Now see her. See what I
Chinese just do their businesses outside
Oh.
without any care in the
I see worse one day they drag for fish. One fish for 20 people. So that this kind of person you will say you will give 1,000 for road. You know collect for your hand. See how you dey peace. So sometimes when I not invest for these people, you see where person they sleep as a police officer, he's going to spend 19 months in this hellfire. 19 months. The prison here, this one I want to talk. No, I don't want to give one make it talk. But when I let you talk, what is what you talk?
You cannot get that except you give the right training and retraining and capacity building.
You see?
So that's why this project is very key and I'm passionate about it.
See there. See.
But the major lesson they have
See.
learned here is that no one cares how they fare.
You see?
Ayola Kasim reporting
You see?
Channels Television News.
You see, when I continue to say something before, I don't say things because I want to disgrace my country or whatever. Like Mohammed saying that because we dey disgrace Nigeria, now made they come out their Twitter say carry Twitter go Ghana. Can we see this and keep quiet? Make sure that dormitory wait Italo police they stay. Wait, miss, whether we wait was hold on. Just 2 minutes. These people they are not Richard and us in anything. Now because we dey bezel our money. Mamma mia. Oh no, they don't this one. They don't agree me. They don't show to me no. I want show now. The place where tell police barrack they stay. You understand me? Where it dey very close to my house here to not too far, but I think closer for this place here. They're not sure here, you know. So when you live in an environment like that, when you stay for line, they will carry the cat, they carry soup, give you. Stand for line, they'll give you want 10 person will share one fish. Now once you watch that one, there's no point. Me like Mohammed also that we disgrace our country for this place here for television. But the fact is very clear. So when you see people who pass through this hot life, because all those people that pass through cadets, those boys go school, tell that police, they don't pass through this place. So no, they didn't pass. That's why they don't know the effect of the defect of all this nonsense. Bed bug for police barrack. No toilet, no tissue, nothing at all. Everything they use there, they bought it themselves. You even saw that there was a hostel built by the colonial master in 40s. 1940 something. It's still standing. No window. Now wood the day. Now person will come pass through those one become a police or a soldier. I mean, make a sure Air Force barrack is worse. Army barrack for is worse. I used to stay very close to SMT barrack in Zulu Market there. I know what it means. The hell they are passing through. So if anybody can be able to pass through all those hell and die for the service of the nation, some few ones are eating the money every day. we need to solidarize with their family. We need to commemorate with their family. We need to at least have some remorse about it. So I urge my fellow Nigerians to stop writing nonsense on Facebook about these gentle souls that we have lost. They know nothing. And we pray that the sin of your father will not affect you. The sin of your mother will not affect you. The sin of your nation can never affect you. That's the reason why I go mad sometimes when they discriminate him because I hold a green white passport those days. In the airport, they will say, they will put you aside, I will be mad. I say, I'm a pure Nigerian, I'm not a fake Nigerian. The real one, this is the real Nigerian you are saying. The real Nigerian man, not all those one on the sea. And next time I'll be coming here again to start telling Nigerians, mostly all those celebrities, when they use their material nyapa or butter, because they don't dark, I want to go sleep, I don't get time for this one down. And those of them who are lavishing their money on buttered issues. Believe me on anything, any money you spend that cannot give you the value of that money in returns is a buttered money. Most of you will be surprised. What does man mean by buttered money? I will explain. I'm here to explain. I'm not a professor. But I do know what I'm saying. And nobody can tell me what I'm saying that is not wrong. Guy, I know what I'm saying. Buttered money is just the money that you spend on anything that does not give you the value of that money in returns after the day you spend it. E.g., clothes, latest television, iPhone, luxury cars. You know what we call solid money, valuable money? The money you use to buy land properties, house, gold. Invest the money you use to invest. Those are money that has solid money that always have their values. From the day you spend them, they started adding values to themselves. Why did we call that money used to buy clothes, used to buy luxurious cars as buttered money? I will explain too. When you cut a blue band, those strong one, the one that used to do meat pie, everything, put your fry pan in the fire, let it be hot. Cut the blue band, put it on top, give him just 2 minutes. It will all melt away. Allow him to cool and try to take it back to the normal shape. What do you get? Less valued. He can't even be raised to the high stand again. It has vanished to the air. Even though it's dry, you mold it, it will never be half of what you cut from the fry pan. That is buttered money you spent. I see that video. I'm not jealous of anybody. Sure, God knows my mind. I'm okay with what I have. I sleep well. If there's a place around from my area and I say police, they come. Now person will come with me, say, I don't wake up. Because I know the no police cannot threaten me in the state, the country I am. I'm afraid he's going to Nigeria than to be a barada police here. I saw him. He will go buy a jeep of low stress, 340 million naira car. In 2 years, that car will be less than 150 million valued. If I'm lying, quote me wrong. This is the reason why we remain slaves to the whites. These people that is inventing all these cars, putting these cars together, they know you will spend your money. They collect your money and invest it in banks, foreign exchange, stock. This is what they use the money for. Create more factories in their country, create more technology that will make you to spend your hard-earned money. You park series of cars in your compound. I just want to give you an instance. All the cars that we do have, sorry I'm writing from this issue, I just want to educate them a little bit before I leave this place. People will say, are they jealous? I know they're jealous then. They deserve to enjoy their life. But there are ways you enjoy your life, become a madman. You become a madman. To me, it's mad. You were buying a car, you show it up on the Facebook, then you were moving up and down, you were spraying money in the floor. They even showed the car, a bunch of dollars were inside the back seat of the car. It's a pity. And you went to university, you graduated, and you still have fans. Now follow you and say, hey, now it's not competition now. You are showing it to whiskey, so whiskey, because he did it to you before, you want to do it again. It's all bush of nonsense. Do you know that if you come from Ijebu or Akura or wherever you come from, that you spend 340 million, the cars you have is close to 1 billion. Do you know that if you have just 2-3 cars with you as a young man you have more rest of mind? If you now use 1 billion to create a skill acquisition center in Ogun or in Akure or in Ondo, not be quite one when the government they build or they go put single machine for them. This one is not tailoring. It's not a bad fashion now. Create a place where people destroy engine and re-equip it back again. Create skill acquisition where people do professional welders, people who weld in the high sea, high qualified welders. A school that's skill acquisition. Create schools where people can be able to do plumbing, standard plumbing. Not what they do for Nigeria. You will use 200 million WR. When you put it up, it will only serve you for only 1 week. Create carpentry schools where you initiate people to know how to use sawdust. They do doors, they do cupboard, they do table. My table that you are seeing today is sawdust. It's not a wood. Wood not there abroad again. You go carry 340 million take bank account will sign for only 2 years, and you will not write that out to 20 times in a year. That money is stuck there, dead. It's a dead money, like a dead sea. And these white men will be inside their laboratories, start thinking what they will do again. iPhone 1, iPhone 2, iPhone 3, iPhone 4, iPhone 5, iPhone 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. When they start to finish, they can say Pro. From Pro, they say Pro Max. You people continue buying them. Continue buying them. Continue buying them. At the end of the day, my Samsung that I owe, carry the same picture. Down to telephone is not made to take picture. They are made to do video calls and stuff like that you are doing. If you used to take pictures, it's casual pictures you take for fun. Professional pictures cannot be taken by a camera. And I'm out clear pass. You see this way. If you see as a clear way, that's how to do piece megabyte what you both start giving strong names. But you're wasting your money. The other day they were to do Terminal Bridge that day. They went to go and look for laborers from Ghana, from Gabon, from Senegal, professional welders. We don't have them in Nigeria. We don't have professional plumbers in Nigeria. That are plumber for Nigeria. I didn't see now. We don't even have men that can be able to do numeric machines to create engine blocks. The machines where they create engine blocks. I mean, if it's too dear, $40 million. But you spend 340 million. School when I go, when you read about 36 places where they do wedding table for everybody. LED, electrode, all the kind what you need. When you finish that school for 6 months, they take you to a factory to go and master it. If the factory like you, they retain you. If they don't like you, have your certificate as a qualified welder. Employment will not be so difficult for you. You know the reason we have this thief and robber everywhere so? Because even the one who do bigler, no learner well. The one who do driver, no learner well. The one who do electrical, if they wire house for you for Nigeria, you will fear. How many of you don't build a house for Nigeria after 4 years? All the wall, the sockets are still intact. Want to answer me? Una dey here, write it here. Let me see. Give me one reason. Go and mark every house you build in Nigeria, no matter how even they say the house there lucky. They say we give out to professional, we give out to Julius Berger, Politi, all those big companies, ROCC. Not be all those others for the Kotaro or Chinese companies. You put door for your house, you go to Nigeria, you don't build, you put door for your house. When you're coming back the next day, December, cat can pass under the door. Because you know what? The wood they used in doing that door was not treated. You see, what will I show you now? Hold on, when I look, see this cupboard. You see her? Now see her. I bought it 18 years ago. It was my chef in my parlor. I just destroyed the rest, don't throw away. I can't use one to do cupboard where they keep provisions, milk, toilet, tissue, the glass, fruit, stuff like that. What they keep here. 18 years ago, Omabu, now me destroy and say don't come up for fashion. Because this they put TV for war, and they do small thing when they hang for war. I mean, now I remove it. People they laugh me say, the old man. So I put this one. I don't take Bochi. It don't spoil. It's still shining. The glass is still there. Everything is intact. 18 years. I didn't buy it new. I bought it fairly used. After about 700, that time it'll be 600. 18 years ago. That time it was in top of the town. One of the best that time. It is no wood though. It's no wood. It's sawdust. So all of now when they use the mother rubbish, they spend their money for car, spend money for car, spend money go to enter this thing, buy jet, buy all this one. We are living in a nation where people cannot eat. Very soon you will run, leave jet, you will use root leg to run that bush. They don't talk say not be the bad car for you. When people continue oppressing people that cannot eat and feed in Nigeria, one day they'll go after you. When I said it 3 years ago, didn't be I talk and the man I saw tomorrow. When I said I lie with the talk, when I hold on, watch. Now go to see say government will come up for a sign in car auto round. Police when they gather go take off. The government will use let they walk out for street. Now I know say Nigeria don't go to that condition. Go Nigeria, man, go see what for Nigeria. Go and see what is happening in that nation. Just hold 50,000 naira at 100 naira note. Just stand the dash out. Use old women, not that will come out. Old women could line up. They call 100 naira for Nigeria. 100 naira. 100 naira. Now they talk so. Then a nation like that, one person will come up. It will come up. How many white superstars? When I check out now, go see America. John Travolta. How many times, even when they make millions those days, how many times I don't say and say, they do flamboyant life the way this people they do so? It's not a build house. It's not going to compete this one. No, the competition. The chiefs cartel, they challenge each other for Nigeria when your people are hungry. The other day, whether I'm Mali, they call her Mali, Mala, they call her. He was sharing 1,000 naira along the road. The machine man won't collect the money. The trailer be done. Kid down to it for Nigeria. Wanna wake up. Wanna wake up. Because the government people are looking there will not do anything for you. How many times you don't see the P Square Okoye don't come and exaggerate fun? I don't say you be young boy, but you got the money very young. Your father has money before you were brought up. So money is supposed to shack you like whiskey. Whiskey na jiggle boy. He grew up suffering. He be like hush puppy too. But you as well born into gold. Silver, God is born that they born you. They misbehave, they do carry drink, they drink up and down. Invest your money. Your father money is not forever. If Nigeria turn table today, bah. Now I know so I not get money. I felt give an instance. Agirigbi was the richest black man in West Africa. Say Benin man. Today, you know these 3 houses when you get for Benin again now. They don't sell or finish. They don't sell or finish. And he go there food. There's no money that is forever. So it's late over here, but I feel like talking. It's the one, but I feel like talking because they are announcing me when I see write up on Facebook. Let me quickly go back on that issue again before I leave. That Anthony, the Minister for Justice, when they say that the chief Anthony of the name for Nigeria, I don't know why I want to call him. I don't tire for talk. They say when they compare cow with human being, say the freedom of movement in Nigeria is guaranteed for all Nigerians. It's very simple. Nobody said nobody should not move from one place to another in Nigeria. All we said is that don't allow your cow to trek through the certain part of not to the certain part of the country, eating farms, crops. For crying out loud, Malami Mugu. That broba shege. How can a man of that age? They will not Farouk. They never Farouk that time. When Gulo go US, make I show you what Farouk talk. Oh, hold on. Farouk was the man that was saying Nigeria has become so unbearable for everybody. Say make it come meet American government, make them deport, may they arrest Goodluck. What are they around?
Is looking for another 1 billion to steal.
Listen.
To steal.
Listen.
Another 1 billion to steal. The way they have been stealing the country. If the president is serious, he should ask for the whereabouts of the 20 billion and probably take from that 20 billion and use whatever he wants to do for the military. But he is not going to do that because he's not serious. He does not want peace in this country. That's why I am in Washington to solicit the assistance and the cooperation of President Obama to arrest President Jonathan Goodluck. Ensure he doesn't go back to Nigeria, because if the American government will be after Mugabe, will be after Bashir of Sudan, with even an arrest warrant, there are no more people killed in Sudan than in Nigeria. So if the United States government is serious, if the international community is serious, the person to be arrested is here in Washington. They should arrest him. We shall provide evidence against Jonathan Goodluck with blood in his hands.
So, Nigerians, I want beg now. Who blood contain hand pass now? Goodluck and Goodluck and Buhari. Who blood they hand pass? The time when they shout so Nigeria never even shout for voting without this so shake it about Mamborowa. What we did so never even shout for this so when this man, I didn't say Farouk. Now he talk and say the oil way they did that state now for some Faraba state. Say as far we bear that name Nigeria, he get right to collect the oil. Nothing will happen. Nothing they happen. If they dare try it, Nigeria will be the fire. You understand me? Now you talk to. But thank God today when he mentioned that stupid statement, the patron of Meiti Yala has accepted the agreement reached in Asaba court. Say make open grazing not exist again. They transport their cow from one place or the other. It makes it even more healthy. You understand? Then I never finished there. See this senator, I think it's from Ogun State. Listen to what the senator said. Listen. Listen, oh. Just listen.
Security was debated, and it was clear that lawmakers were angry about not only the state of insecurity about how it's been ignored. What's your take?
Listen to that.
Well, as a security man myself,
yeah,
I knew this thing for a long time that there was a problem, security problem, at a very alarming rate. I even went to Borno.
Yeah.
Went to that war front and I saw the calamity that is befalling Nigeria. And I came to a conclusion that this war cannot be won the way we are tackling it. And I complained to my colleagues
in the Senate
playing with fire.
With fire.
When we were going on holidays, the House of Rep sent for Mr. President to come. And they have the power to summon him. At least we elected him. As he was about to go, he was prepared to go. He told them he was coming until one legal advisor somewhere, the Confucianist, told him not to go. That those people that elected him in the same party, maybe they are his enemies. And the man back out. In Senate, hardly can you see a day of sitting that we don't normally stand up for one minute.
As silence.
In respect of the
dead bodies.
The killed one, the murdered one, the raped one. It got to a stage that many people they don't even want to come early in the morning because
so that they will not stand up for 1 minute, 1 minute silence.
Sorrow. Then I sought the opinions of some top military leaders. Many of them are being retired now. Unfortunately, they told us that it is impossible to win that war. It's just like a family of 2, 3, or 4 that are fighting.
Okay.
It's almost an everlasting war.
Okay.
And the way the war is being fought in Borno, it's not like soldiers going on, custom going on patrol for smugglers, and the police going on patrol for robbers. It has never been won. Unfortunately, most of the soldiers fighting in the war front, they are all the indigenes. Almost 3/4 of the fighters, they are indigenes.
Yeah.
And they have passion for they have pity for their people. Last Sunday,
I will explain this to you guys.
CEO that is a non-indigene, it's not from the north, it's from Igbo land, was murdered by the same Nigerian Air Force, just some kilometers to Maiduguri. Bombarded the whole unit with our Air Force manpower. Not even Boko Haram. They killed almost a whole unit. So, we are not serious about the war. But now that some other interest groups have entered, like these Sasaki human beings that have been sent underground and now coming in form of joining Boko Haram, and there are many special interest groups that the mighty federal government has sunk into the Sokewe, and they thought they have died.
Yeah, and they don't die.
People coming in Niger and they are now going to Kebbi, they are going to Sokoto, they are going everywhere because this group, they are even more scientifically powerful than Boko Haram.
Go ahead, please, sorry.
Keg of gunpowder. We are now facing the reality of life and death.
And death.
And nobody has been arrested for kidnapping, for shooting. The yes-men were just killing anyhow. None of them has been arrested and sued and prosecuted. The most funny thing is that about 2 years ago, the federal government, through the IG, started mopping up arms and ammunition in the circulation, particularly with the civilians. Only for them to rake everywhere, collecting their guns, and unfortunately harming
the Boko Haram,
the enemies. And that's why you see many of these civilians, many of these communities are helpless. So it's as if your hands are tied for slaughtering.
Can't do anything.
Then there's an allegation that somebody somewhere must be behind this people.
Okay.
And
who is the person?
I stood up in the Senate that what I could see, particularly this Senate that has been agitating that something should be done, one small boy will be harmed and he will be given clearance from nowhere and nothing will happen. He will come and spray many of us there. And that is the end. And that is why I said, is it possible that when we get to heaven, we will come back and use our power of removing anybody we want to remove, including Mr. President, who has been, both directly or indirectly, through his Sonny, the special assistant, Sonny, I forgot his name, has been supporting these people, including the minister of one minister, Patani. So my own is, if Mr. President was called to come and explain things so that we can run money, and he was unable to come, and we have been sending our leaders to him, and nothing good come out of it, and now we are now facing
the reality
problem. Automatically, we have the power of hiring and firing. We should do the needful, use the clause of impeachment, and let
there is impeachment. You don't do. There's some foolish Yoruba people. I be where for death they for come. I don't know where they for come. Make I tell you what in some people they preach for. Who did the man they preach for 37? Listen to him. Listen.
But we are begging him.
Listen.
We are crying. We are pleading that he must come and contest to lead this
one is calling Tinubu.
Because we see what he has done. He was the governor of Lagos State.
You see,
and all the people he has made, those he mentor, his mentees, they are all doing well in their various fields.
Who are these mentees?
All his mentees in the political circle are
doing well. Who cannot give us life for 6 years now?
The best center for all the states in the whole Africa, not only in Nigeria. So because of that, we believe Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu has what it takes to lead this country to the promised land. Sometimes they go in the year past. He wanted to establish a power plant for Lagos State, Aero Gas then, but for political reasons, some disgruntled element disqualified that. On personal selfish agenda. We don't have Italy in this country again. We don't have Dunlop again. We don't have many manufacturing countries in the country again. Why? Because they are all running on generator to produce.
If Asiwaju no more. If he put life for Lagos, he put for Benin, he put for Jigawa, he put for Kano, he put for Kaduna, he put for Port Harcourt, he put for Ondo, he put for Ogun. No. He his mentees. Fashola was his mentees. Spent 8 years. He has been the minister for works and light and he could not give us light now for almost 7 years now. Mumu man. Nyamiri Shogri. Tell me nonsense for you. So that's when I listen to Nigerian news sometimes, you be like say I want cry. When I review a lot of things that I saw here sometimes, I just say, this is a country. Okay. See what happen. which is what happened. I think 5 days ago for Taraba. 5 days ago.
It's a case of retaliation by herdsmen.
You see what you want Hausa man talk.
The Tiv tribe in Taraba State
When I listen to the news
by an
first.
attack on the herdsmen in Katsina Ala local government area in Benue State.
Listen to this map first.
These series of attacks and counterattacks have so far affected 3 communities in Taraba State, claiming no fewer than 60
I want
lives.
to check out what you want man talk. Say they lost cow.
Some displaced
Hold on.
persons have delivered babies at IDP camps with little.
Please be patient with me. I was going to tell us now.
We are the indigenous thief of Taraba State. We are not thief.
Echo.
Order, but seeks government's intervention to avert further breakdown of law and order.
This man talking, I will tell you to talk.
Whoever is dead is dead and cannot be brought back to life. We have lost our cattle as well.
You hear?
What government to do is to reduce the losses we incur.
He said whoever died has died, that he cannot be brought to life again, that they themselves lost their cattle. You see, it is not different from what Melanie said the other day. This one say people will die for them. More than 190 some people died in a village. He say the person when he died don't die. They cannot bring it to life again. We too self when they talk, so we still lost our cattle. He's comparing a cattle with a human being. Just Malami was comparing a legitimate people who were selling spare parts in the north with those who carry malu to the bush and follow it to the south and eat our cross. Now, make a live on.
For watching with us, and please do not forget to subscribe and also turn on your notification button so you would always be notified whenever we're going live. Thank you.